This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
So you gonna be within an hour, do you think?
I think so.
A border-bound wreck
We gotta move here, guys.
forces a tight deadline.
It's gotta be about 150 feet down.
A steep drop
It's all slippery here.
This is crazy.
takes John Allen over the edge.
That didn't sound good.
And the Ross crew manhandles
Ready? Yeah.
an ugly low.
Temperatures have dropped.
She got cold fast.
Just west of London,
Really flippy. Pretty icy here.
They have several accidents in the area.
drivers on Highway 402 are reeling after a sharp drop in temperature.
Going from +10 yesterday, now we're down to -6. Everything's just freezing.
It's been a busy morning for Rick Bear Renders from Ross Services,
Already done 2 recoveries today by myself.
and he's about to get even busier.
Oh, we got a truck on the side of the road up here. 7 Ace. Got one sitting in the median, ready to turn around at the 402. I'm gonna go and ask the guy if he's okay. Getting out here on the live highway. They're gonna put out some flares. You gotta keep an eye on the traffic. She's awful close today. Unbelievable. I pull out some flares to put down on the road to slow people down. This is a really dangerous spot to do a recovery. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a little stuck though.
Yeah.
I see everybody was getting over to the left-hand side, and as soon as I started slowing down, I just started sliding off. I'm just thankful there wasn't nobody else on this side.
The truck is empty, but it's plowed into thick mud, and if it sits there too long, the deep freeze will cement it in place.
Look like the police coming now.
I'm gonna spin around, pull it back so the truck is up here. I'll turn around and pull them out that way. And they told me if I can do it in one lane, they'll let me do the recovery.
It's a promise that Bear intends to keep. But even the closure of a single lane is already bottlenecking traffic.
We're gonna pull him backwards, get him out. We're gonna hook right onto the frame of the truck. Take your brakes off. I'm gonna winch you back. Guy did a good job keeping it on its wheels. He could have drove over a bunch of cars, and he didn't. My hat's off to him. Just trying to get him so he can back up on his own. Turn your wheels to the left!
Bear is all out of room. He can't pull any farther backwards.
Okay, hold it there!
He needs to hook on to the front, and there's only one way to get there.
I'm gonna get spun around, then I'm gonna grab the front end and drag it over. I gotta get the OPP to block the lane.
The police will have to stop all eastbound traffic for the move.
You know you have to rush.
There's a big line up here. Yeah, apparently right lane's closed now. No lanes are moving here.
On North America's busiest highway, closure is not an option.
Does anybody know why this is not moving? Big jerk in the median there.
There's no time to panic. I've got to get this highway open. Release the brakes! See if you can pull ahead! Here we come, here we come. Everything's good. This truck's mobile. A little bit of damage to the front bumper where it went into the median, but like I said, he saved a lot of lives by going into the median. The guy's a good driver, responsible driver. This guy is a hero in my eyes. He did the right thing.
Both lanes should be open here in a couple minutes, guys. Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Come on, boys!
Almost 300 miles east.
Well, it actually could have been worse.
The highways around Gananoque are freshly plowed after a storm last night.
Damn, that's some strange parking.
But one driver made an unplanned detour.
That truck's been there since yesterday.
We are off to pull one out of the ditch.
So David Davidson is going to work.
They sat out there overnight. Now the plows have plowed them in.
For 20 years, David's been an operator for Gananoque's Unique Towing, working his way up to the lead heavy position.
Hey, you can get it?
It's not a job. Most guys have been doing it for a long time will tell you it's more of a lifestyle. I've tried other stuff, but I always come back. It's in you, and once it's in you, it's there.
She's ready to rock. Yeah, it looks like a nice, easy job.
But in heavy recovery, looks are often deceiving.
I've had them bite me in the arse before where you think it's going to be a quick, easy job, and it turns out to make yourself look like a fool because it was far from easy.
Just a few miles away,
We gotta be right on our game.
operator Randy Dixon heads to join him in his 45-ton wrecker.
The OPP didn't want to shut the road completely down. They wanted us to keep one lane open. See what we got.
Yeah, if I pull high on the driver's side.
You don't think we can take them right on forward, bring them out short?
Yeah, but that puts us right beside them. We're only getting one lane. And then we're in that lane. If I turn around, I can almost slingshot that out.
David's plan? His 60-ton wrecker will pull back on the trailer while Randy pulls the tractor forward, forcing the semi sideways back to the road.
I don't know. We can try it. You're the boss.
Okay.
Pull in the front, pull in the back, and it comes out straight. That's the theory.
It's the quickest way to pull it out, avoiding a time-consuming offload. But the semi is frozen into the snow and leaning badly.
I was a little bit concerned trying to slingshot it. Everything's just going to want to have that tendency to roll.
Okay.
Watch yourself on the road.
I'm going to try and get these toe pins in it. Okay. Toe pins are in. I hooked 2 cables on the front with the snatch block. David got hooked up on the back. Wanted to make sure we had as much capacity as we could get. Because it's got 40,000 on the trailer, so the risk is it could go over. That's the last thing we want.
Y'all ready?
I think so.
Okay.
It went into about 2.5 feet of snow, and then it's left in there overnight, which caused it to be like a big block of ice sitting in there.
Come on.
It's gonna take a little bit more of an initial oomph to break it free.
pulling me right back. Hi, David! Hi, David!
On the 401 in Gananoque,
Holy God, Lord. You all right, Randy?
Yeah?
A little scary, isn't it?
Pole pin broke.
David's easy job just got tougher.
There was no real warning, it was just a bang.
The force of the pull snapped one of the toe pins.
I seen it come right at Randy. And thankfully it didn't hit him.
You're supposed to meant to pull on in the front so that they bust. If you can get that out, I'll grab mine.
That design of a toe pin, they hook in, they're a tapered shank on them, which is kind of the weakest point.
Generally, we don't use the customer's pull pins. Usually we use our own.
That quick decision this time could have been a disaster. So they replaced the broken pin with one of David's.
All right. Okay, round two. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Come on, climb that bank.
The worst case scenario is if that trailer decided to tip, the leveler you can keep it, the better it's going to come up out and eliminate that danger of rolling over.
Come on, come on, come on.
No, David!
Randy's hooks are holding, but he can't budge the front of the semi.
I'll pick it and swing it over.
Yeah.
If I could swing the back end of the trailer around, I might make it a little easier.
My cable's freewheeled.
With the suction broken on the back end, they turn to the front.
I'll get in and cut the wheels this way a little bit.
I'm gonna bring your head just a little bit more, David. Straighten your wheels up. Nope.
There we go. Nice and easy.
So. Hallelujah. We got her. Hook it up and get her out of here.
Okay, up.
You never know. The ones that look easy are the ones that sometimes give you all the problems.
Okay, good job. You're good, Randy?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you back down here.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
We had the little setback, but nobody was hurt. It's not nice. I mean, you don't want to see anybody get hurt, especially the guys you work with.
We're just going to open up the one lane through here. Oh.
350 miles southwest, Highway 402 meets the U.S. border.
Holy crap. Traffic is pretty packed here.
But tonight, U.S.-bound drivers are hitting a brutal backup.
Westbound, you're coming to a stop.
Just a mile from the second busiest commercial crossing in the nation, all westbound lanes are closed.
Oh, man. I hope the driver is okay. He must have hit pretty hard.
Less than an hour ago, the border lineup caught one driver by surprise.
We got a wreck right now on the 402. Collision in the lineup to the bridge. It's really a priority to get this one open because it's a border crossing. They need it open.
And that will be up to Gary Vandenheuvel and his crew.
We've got to get this one cleaned up pretty quickly. This tractor, he's hit the back of this van body trailer. He's knocked the cab right off the truck, laying out actually right on the road. Sounds like he's survived. I'm gonna say this guy was the luckiest guy on the 402 today.
The driver will pull through. But he reported that in the chaos of the crash, his dog ran from the scene.
Well, you don't want to see anything happen to the dog. You know, it's a concern for the animal's life.
But Gary's job is getting this highway open.
So you're gonna be within an hour, do you think?
I think so.
Hey boys, what's going on? There's an accident. They got the highway closed. Got a detour in place, but everything's pretty messed up.
Heavy border traffic is now diverting through Sarnia, creating dangerous conditions on narrow city streets.
Anytime the trucks are diverted from the highway, they get on local streets, there's that potential there for secondary accidents. You've got cars and transport trucks that are just not designed to be in that space together. What do you think, bud?
Pretty good hit.
And he's relying on his son Colin to help speed up the recovery.
This is a crazy wreck. First time I've ever seen a cab ripped right off a chassis.
Let's just get some chains on this or something, a strap. I want to drag this out of the way, Colin.
Okay.
Let's get it going. Get your line running, go.
We gotta move here, guys.
Okay, center there.
With the cab out of the way, they can rig to wrench the chassis from beneath the rear-ended trailer.
Okay. Watch yourself, guys. Good.
And once the chassis is free, they see that it's still connected to the trailer.
I think we might be able to tow this thing as a whole unit.
What's the front end look like, though? Like, is the axle beat out of it? I'd rather throw it up on the float and just bring a tractor and get the trailer.
Okay.
We're gonna have to split the unit apart, and that takes time.
I'm gonna move this guy up. We're gonna get this guy out of the way.
The fifth wheel pin won't release.
I'll take the crowbar. Okay. We gotta get this cleared up and real quick. It's making a mess of the inner city streets. Oh, you got to kidding me. Don't tell me. No.
Every minute counts.
Oh.
Traffic is backing up down the 402.
All the traffic is getting submerged in the road shutdown.
And through the city of Sarnia. After unexpected slow traffic showed why drivers need to focus on the road ahead.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Colin and Kyle are still fighting to separate the mangled chassis from the trailer.
No.
And also fighting an hour deadline.
Oh,
But the kingpin is badly jammed.
just go and push on it with your stinger, and we'll get this thing pushed back.
They need to push the chassis backwards to release it. So Kyle tries out a new use for his underlift.
Okay. There we go.
We've got the fifth wheel pin undone.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're just gonna see if we can just pull it nicely out from underneath this trailer.
Go ahead.
guys. I want to get this done, so let's move.
So as Gary and Kyle lift the cab onto their flat deck,
Go up on red, Gary.
Okay.
Colin positions to haul away the trailer. But first, he needs to release the air brakes.
Oh, you bugger. That's not gonna work. The airline heads are sheared right off.
Both are snapped?
Yeah, the red one's toast.
Hey, Gary, plaid hands broke on the front, so we gotta cage the brakes.
Well, let's get those brakes caged. Quick, quick, quick.
With their deadline evaporating, there's no choice but to manually release the brakes.
This airline is very frustrating.
Come on.
Just adds more time that we don't have.
Free spool! Free spool!
While just up the road, Colin and Gary wrangle the remains of the chassis.
We're gonna lift this up and put it on the back of the float.
With an impact this hard, you never know what's bent and what's broken on these things.
They're yours, Cole. Take them.
It's beat up pretty bad. We just have to make sure that this is going to stay together for us.
Whoa, hold up, Cole. It may not hold together. Only concern is that front axle will stay into place. Hopefully it will. Okay, let's see what it does. Front end's off the ground. Let's get that back end up so that it doesn't swing on you, so you know where it's at. Keep it raised, stay with it. Okay, I think we can back underneath. Whoa! Boomer down. Good. That works. Tighten it down, and this one is pretty much ready to go. Hey, Kyle?
Yep.
How you making out?
One more to go.
Okay, hook onto this with your wrecker and get it out.
Okay.
We kept that highway closed for as minimal a time as possible. Nobody could have done that faster than what we did it.
We're out of here.
And there's more good news.
You haven't got an unaccounted for dog?
The OPP has found the trucker's lost traveling companion.
Oh, poor little guy, eh?
We'll reconnect them at the hospital.
Talk about one lucky little bastard of a dog.
So that wraps it up. Get everything cleaned up. We did really well. We got this thing open within an hour, so I'm real happy with that.
Legs are all back open.
Traffic now flowing.
Alrighty. Good news.
I wonder what the 401 is like.
Your vent's going now.
Okay, thank you.
The next afternoon, 200 miles northeast.
If you're planning on heading out, no major issues or serious road conditions to pass your way.
Roads in Toronto are moving well.
We're heading just off the 401, and it's, right around the corner from our pound.
And John Allen isn't heading for a road.
Metro Police has called for a heavy to do a recovery. It's not on the highway, but, it's kind of a interesting sounding job.
Appears as though we might be looking at a medical episode for this poor gentleman. He may have passed out behind the wheel. He's hit the gas, and he's careened forward out of control.
In an apartment parking lot, Toronto Police Constable Stephen Birtles follows the trail of an unusual collision.
This is the spot here where he was. You can actually see the tracks. and they actually start to turn. So he's come across the actual lot here. He's hit this first vehicle here. He struck this second vehicle here. And then he's careened over here, third vehicle, fourth vehicle, fifth vehicle, sixth vehicle. And then he's gone down through the fence and tumbled down into the ravine. Luckily, his injuries seem to be non-existent. Thank goodness nobody was actually in the parking lot, but everyone's very, very lucky at this point.
It's not a heavy wreck, but the rotator's ability to extend its boom out over the ravine makes it the best tool for the job.
Should I bring shackles?
We can put the loops right to the hook.
And rigging up will be a two-person job.
I'll see you down there.
Abrams Towing Road Manager Peter Colagiovanni will be John's backup.
First plan of attack is going to be get this thing uprighted back on its wheels. Once we get it uprighted, we're going to re-rig and pull it up the hill.
We don't got that much weight, eh? Hey, you gotta wait out with these shoes now. No, it's all slippery here. This is crazy.
It's got to be about 125 feet, maybe 150 feet down.
Are you coming down, John?
Yeah, I got to run the line down.
And John, just be careful when you come down there. But it's pretty slippery down here.
It's pretty dangerous. It's going to hurt if you fall. You lose your footing, you can end up at the bottom of the hill in the blink of an eye.
All right.
Oh, man. Oh, it's like a jungle here. Everywhere I walk, I'm getting poked. I'm going to run a strap off the wheel and do like a reverse roll type thing. And make sure it tucks in under the fender nice. That's good.
You got it there?
Yeah. You always got to be careful on your footing. If the vehicle slips, you need to know your escape route because, you know, if there's a branch in the way, it could hold you back from getting out of harm's way. Clear?
Yeah, go ahead. Just keep on going.
We're gonna re-rig. We're gonna get it through the window. And by going up here with the strap, it kind of balances the vehicle out because you've got the motor in the front, nothing in the back. So when I get to a certain point, I actually do a vertical lift.
That way, he can lift the SUV more evenly to better avoid obstacles on the ground.
Well, that thing's busted right up there, eh, John?
Yeah, this thing's pretty destroyed. Man.
It won't open?
No.
Smash the window then.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, Johnny. Get that one on. You're good. All right, we locked it, everything on there.
Okay.
Go ahead, John.
John needs to haul it up the rocky, tree-lined slope without damaging the undercarriage.
We don't want to break it open. It can cause fuel tanks to leak. You can bust oil pans. The idea is keep the environment where the environment belongs.
Ooh. That didn't sound good.
Ooh.
That didn't sound good.
Deep in a ravine in North York,
Get stuck on this tree.
John Allen is easing an SUV up the slope.
And start pulling this to the right a bit to get it around that tree.
Trying to prevent any contaminants from leaking into the soil.
It's gonna give us a struggle.
There's a lot of calculations while you're pulling up the hill. You got to kind of bring it up like a zigzag. There's all sorts of different obstacles in the way. Now, this tree here.
Might maybe get caught on that one, but...
I want to pull the front up around a bit.
Go ahead. There we go.
John's got the SUV past the halfway point.
Okay, I want to let it settle.
Time to make a move.
Let's go up the hill. I can see better from the top looking down. All right. It's not pretty, but it's coming.
Okay, we're clear from here.
Perfect.
Good job. And that's it. We're done.
It's not a big, heavy job. This is one of them jobs where it's just, you know, there's a story behind it. You always remember that story about the guy that survived this very tragic accident.
I'm going anywhere fast.
The flashing lights up there, something's definitely going on.
100 miles down the 401.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
The Ross Services heavy crew is facing a much heavier recovery.
Cut one more hole where that hole is, right about there.
With 2 westbound lanes shut,
I don't think this thing's going to be towable.
I'd like to tow it if we can.
Mike Ross's team is under heavy pressure.
So we won't know until we get it stood up, I guess.
So he's called veteran Dave Moss out of semi-retirement to help manage the scene.
Yeah, I miss the action a bit. They call me every once in a while when they need a hand. I'll climb up there, and once I got there, you can hand me the saw.
And his first task, playing lumberjack.
The tractor is actually through the trees. So we have to cut all the trees away from it to get it back out. This is where the truck hit the tree, sheared it off. Takes quite a bit of force to do that.
The westbound semi, loaded with 50,000 pounds, lost control, swerved, and shot right into the trees. The crew has learned that the driver will survive his injuries.
Just cut the tin and we'll see what we're dealing with, Doug.
Now they need to learn just how big this job will be.
Holy, what a mess.
It's a mess of 85 car engines, each weighing in at close to 600 pounds.
They're all out on top of the roof, just loose. We're gonna have to take him out of there, one right to the other.
Just stick strap through the engine and
just drag him out.
They'll have to haul them out piece by piece using the rotator. It won't be quick.
There's no other way to handle them, really. They're too heavy to handle any other way. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
There we go.
And heavy op Doug Lang has discovered the engines were already filled with lubricant.
It's oil on steel, slipping on it like skates. It's a dangerous spot to be in.
Look out! Well, are you counting? That's 6.
Down. Okay, down, Mike.
And for Dave Jones, it's just as dangerous.
Watch your head, Dave.
On the receiving end.
Rush this job, especially with a load like this. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
There's a lot of weight. You gotta do it safely, so nobody gets hurt.
Doug wants to know if you want 4 at a time.
4 at a time. We're having a little bit of trouble with 2 right now. 2! 2, not 4!
Come on!
Okay, down.
Well, I can't do anything about it, but go as quick as we're doing it right now.
Packed up pretty good, isn't it? or 5 miles.
On the 401 west of Woodstock,
Okay, down.
the Ross crew is struggling to offload the awkward engines.
It's Friday afternoon. Rush hour traffic is building. I imagine there's a lot of people that are cursing at us.
The OPP want to know, when is this highway going to be open? So we need to get this done. We need to get it done quick.
But they can't sacrifice safety for speed. "80 miles down the road, one member of the crew has the day off, but he's still heading to a call.
I'm coming up here to see this young gentleman. His name's Ronnie. Wants to meet me and go for a drive in my tow truck.
Hey, look what's down the road.
Here he comes.
Ronnie's a little 7-year-old boy who has been diagnosed with a disease, cancer.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
We have accident scenes in the kitchen all the time, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And how many lanes are closed in the kitchen?
3.
Mostly 3?
Yeah.
But we have them open by supper time, don't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Gotta have that supper time opening, right?
Yeah.
Ronnie is a big fan of big tow trucks, so the Rosses arranged for him to see one up close.
So do you want to go for a drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The private road around the property is the perfect place for Ronnie to ride shotgun.
What do you think, buddy?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. You look like a big bear.
Do you want to sit on my lap and drive my truck?
Oh, look at that. He stopped.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Boy, you're pretty special today, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you reach that rope? Pull. Look at that. They're standing in our way. Hit that horn again. You're a good driver.
Thanks.
Oh, good job, hon.
Have another high five. Thanks, buddy. It's moments like this that make you really appreciate the time you have.
The memory we'll never forget. That's for sure.
I'll never forget it either.
Oh, there you go. Truck in the ditch here.
Back at the wreck site,
Go that way a bit. Okay, down.
after 4 hours of wrestling,
Is that the last one we're taking out? That's it.
the crew has pulled out all of the accessible engines.
We couldn't get them all. They were all in behind the rack, shoved up at the front. There was no way to get them all out on scene.
That leaves 10,000 pounds still stuck inside the compromised trailer.
Hand that to me, Doug.
Just give me one end at a time.
They'll have to upright it with that weight inside.
We're gonna set her back up on her wheels. Awesome. Hopefully that'll go well. All right.
But after taking a beating, the wall will need support for the lift. So Mike runs a strap from the landing gear underneath,
Okay.
where he can hook it to a line from the rotator. 2 lines from the 50-ton wrecker will pull on the bottom of both tractor and trailer, while Mike uses the rotator to lift and roll the truck back onto its wheels.
We're gonna give it a little lift and see how it likes it. I just hope the trailer holds together enough.
But there's still 10,000 pounds inside, threatening to shake loose in the pull.
If the trailer doesn't come up in one piece, it's a huge setback. A lot more hours spent out here on the highway.
We'll give it a whirl, see what happens.
Ready? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Have Doug put some more pressure on it.
Far end.
Okay, go ahead.
After hours battling an unruly load,
Far end.
the Ross crew is facing one final assault. But Mike won't back down now.
There we go. Keep going.
Keep her going, Doug. Keep her going. Nice.
Yeah, it came over pretty good, actually. That went very well.
We're gonna drag this ass of the trailer around.
Now they re-rig to pull the semi parallel to the road.
Let's go.
Just right through that hook right there around the spring.
Right here.
There we go.
You ready?
Yep.
Everybody's clear.
We should be clear.
Here we go. Okay, that's it.
But getting it onto the road
Grab the blue cable, put it on the other side.
will put pressure on the torn up tractor.
It's not looking pretty, is it? It's gonna be a tough pull to get that. This cap is severely damaged. Okay, just let me get some pressure on it.
She's walking up good now.
A little more. Here we go.
Whoa! Trailer sliding back. Slow down, Dave!
Gravity wants to take that trailer from where it's sitting right now and take it back down to the bottom of the ditch.
Put Doug's truck on the back corner of it.
Give her a pull, Doc.
Looking good?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, it's going. Yeah, we're on good ground there now.
It's all the way on the road.
Good enough, Doug.
Job went well.
Perfect. It's on the road, good to go, so you just gotta hook up and get her out of here. Call her a day. I think the people in the lineup will be very happy now. Get to their Friday night.
Shower when I get home and get the oil out of my boots. Get cleaned up and ready for the next one.
It just feels great to get a big job like that done. Highways opened up. We're on our way home.
The lanes are slowly opening up.
No traffic now flowing.
We'll be here likely until the sun comes up.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401. Flash freeze.
Oh, man.
Locks a wreck
Whoa, you have to do it!
in an unbreakable grip.
No!
He's not slowing down.
Road rage erupts in Toronto.
No, you didn't back off at all, sir. You see where he went airborne.
And a job that turns into a tight squeeze
Watch yourself.
goes up in flames.
Derek, go run, run, run.